Should be live.
All right. Hello there, everybody. We're missing a Millington today, and therefore we are doing tier lists that Mill has opted out of.
Mm-hmm. Boy, oh boy.
So, yeah, stream isn't really going to be that different today, I think, but
Just be aware
it's just
that
the
I
two of us.
have a lot less skill at OBS than Mill does, so it's going to be a tad jankier than normal.
Yeah.
So,
Look, I wasn't going to say anything, but like...
you don't need to. It's well known. But yes, we are going to be doing a bunch of miscellaneous tier lists, a lot of which Mill had no interest in, so we're like, hey, if Mill's not available, we can do these. And,
Yeah, quite frankly, that seems like a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So, without further ado, let's get started.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Anchovies are garbage.
Jack, you're... Okay, you know what? Hang on, I need to open up the stream in that case.
It's best piece of toppings and sauce.
One second. I cannot see the tier list.
Huh? Can you not see it on, Oh, you know what? Let's go to settings.
No, I can see it on... No, you don't have to share your screen.
Well, I'm going to
Just,
zoom in a little bit.
Well, no, I can see the tier list on stream just fine.
Yeah. I'm just
All
zooming in to make it more clear for the people watching.
Okay, yeah. Anchovies.
Garbage.
Oh, we're doing pizza toppings. I thought we were doing breakfast. I was gonna be like, who eats anchovies for breakfast?
You're right. What the hell is this first entry?
Cereal.
Oh, that's cereal. Cereal is
That's
S tier breakfast. Like,
So here's the thing. Cereal we need to put on a... There is in fact a cereals tier list. I think we put this in NA, because cereals have a very wide range of variants. Good cereals are great. Bad cereals are apparently anti-masturbation tools.
that is disturbing. So, cereal's an NA, okay.
I'm sure you know the cornflake story.
I don't wanna.
Huh?
I think I'm better off not knowing.
Okay, no, we have to, since we're talking about breakfast foods. It's
All right.
very simple. The cornflakes were invented by, I believe, a Quaker.
Oh, no, I remember this story now. Yeah, you don't need to tell me.
Yeah, who was like, hey, we should stop people from jerking off by giving them the most bland possible food for breakfast. Let's make edible cardboard, and then he did.
Yeah, it's a lot longer story than that, honestly, but we don't have time to get into it.
We don't have time for it, but it's just like, we got the spirit.
Yes. Next one up is omelets, though. And omelets. Oh, omelets slap.
Omelets do kind of slap. Like, how do you do... okay, what's your dad omelet?
Like
Because I
my
know I've got a
go-to?
dad. Huh?
Like my go-to omelet?
No, the omelet your dad makes.
So, my dad does not really cook omelets. He cooks other breakfast stuff, usually. My
Okay.
mom's the one who cooks the omelets.
Yeah, because I'm like, I feel like a lot of families have dads who just specialize in a very specific type of omelet.
My dad doesn't do omelets. Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, my dad does tomatoes, onions, and Thai green chilies.
See, my favorite omelet type, at least that's made at home, is it's got ham, cheese, peppers, and onions in it, with a little bit of seasoning in there for added flavor.
Yeah, we tend to keep our omelets, like, vegetarian, mostly.
No, I get that. Oh, we got 2 different
Though,
varieties of hash browns on this tier list, I noticed. Oh, 3. Damn.
here's the thing. Cereals and omelets, right? They're breakfast on their own.
Yeah.
I don't think hash browns really are.
Well, it's breakfast foods, not breakfast on its own. They're
Oh, that's a good
components
point.
to breakfast. Not all of them are going to be a full breakfast in and of themselves, you know?
What do you feel about these like little
The
thinly
shredded
sliced
hash browns? I'd say they're not as good as some other varieties of hash browns. I'd say
They're
B
better
tier.
variety. I'd put them solidly in B tier, maybe like yeah,
I'd say B
low
tier.
B. Yeah,
Yeah.
B is fine.
English muffins, on the
Well-
other hand, are a very solid one.
You know what? I've never had. Oh, okay, never mind. I have. I'm like, I've never had English muffins that don't come in the form of like an egg McMuffin or something like that.
Huh. English
I've
muffins
never
are
had like
really good.
real English muffins.
They're really good, honestly.
They are like the things you get that you put the egg that the egg McMuffin is made of, right? Right?
Correctamundo.
Those things. Yeah, no, like I've never had like proper non-fast food English muffins.
Oh wow, you're missing out. They're good.
Then,
They're not.
okay.
They're not
yeah,
S tier, but
defer,
they're A tier.
I'll defer to your judgment then.
I think this one is bagels.
Bagels are another one of those that are a delivery for toppings.
Yeah, bagels on their own are B tier. Bagels
Yeah.
with something else, that's a whole other story.
Yeah. I feel like for that reason, English muffins should probably be in B tier as well.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. I'm putting them both above the shredded hash browns, though.
Yes, I believe that's. Now,
Muffins.
I do like a good muffin.
I'd say I don't think it's quite S tier, just because of the variety of them that can turn out pretty bad. But most of them are, on the whole, very good. So I'd say it averages out to a solid A tier. Because, like, for every bad type of muffin that I personally don't like, I'd say there's like 3 or 4 varieties that are really friggin' good.
I would agree with that. Yes. Avocado toast.
D
Huh.
tier.
Why?
I don't like avocados.
You know what? That's fair. I don't like avocado toast. The avocados are usually the worst part of it for me.
It's just the
So-
texture is so weird, especially in conjunction with toast.
Yeah. I love a good guac,
Mm-hmm.
right? Guacamole is something else, but avocado on its own, nah.
I'm not a fan of guac.
I understand that. It's either you like it or you don't. What are these?
These are cinnamon rolls.
See, I classify cinnamon rolls as a breakfast food.
You do or you don't?
I don't.
Well, they're on the list.
I don't like as a breakfast food. They're pretty low on the list. Like, you never feel good when you eat something that. I see donuts later on the list as well.
Mm.
I don't like eating these like desserts for breakfast.
Honestly,
I'll do a breakfast for dinner or a dinner for breakfast, but desserts for breakfast is just that doesn't jive with me.
I really friggin' love cinnamon rolls, but as a standalone breakfast food, they are kind of mid.
Yeah, I would put them in D tier.
I'm not putting them in D tier. They taste good enough on their own to qualify for C tier, but I also think that they do not belong higher than that.
Now, fruit is an interesting one because
Mixed-
fruit is another one of
There's so
I know,
many
I think
varieties in composition.
I think this goes in NA,
No,
my
no.
dude.
I think there are so many different varieties that can turn out really nicely. I think it deserves an A tier. And, like, to each their own in how it's made and stuff, but, like, it's really hard to mess up fruit mixes, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, not even just fruit mixes. Like a single fruit as an like for me personally, I have half a banana with breakfast every single day.
Oh,
Sometimes all I eat for breakfast is half a banana.
oh no, same. Bananas are excellent
So-
breakfast foods. So, like, this is just like fruits, basically. So, fruits breakfast
I
fruits.
I'll give you that. I can't see that too clearly. What is that?
Parfaits.
Again, my same logic with cinnamon rolls. They're good, but they're not breakfast.
That's, yeah, C tier then. I actually no, I'd put them above because they are a good combination of yogurt and fruit. And they have a little bit of granola in them.
See, that's fine, but I'm just like, it's a bit too desserty for me. I don't know. I don't feel good. Like, I think it's entirely psychological. But if I go out having eaten nothing but like a cinnamon roll or a donut or like muffins get a pass because they're part savory and they're kind of dense. At least good muffins are. But like, if it's just like fruit yogurt or I need something solid.
Mm.
And desserts tend to not feel solid because
They're desserts.
like they've got a dough component, but they're definitely heavily in the sweet category.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Is that ham or spam?
I think it's Canadian bacon. Yeah, because I see.
No. Is that no? Is that ham or? It's very difficult to tell the difference between ham and Canadian bacon.
Well, there's ham. I think further down the list, right over here next to the sausages.
Yeah, I think that might also be Canadian bacon.
Well, I think they're both on the same tier list. I think they're both A tier at the very least.
I will abstain for personal reasons.
All right, I'm putting them both in A tier though.
Fair enough.
American bacon.
Okay.
Are we gonna have fighting words here?
No, I do think they're good, but I think they are a bit overrated.
I think they belong in A tier, at the very least. Well-cooked bacon is S tier, but sometimes bacon gets horrendously overcooked and turns into a hard, crispy mess, so...
I can accept low A tier.
Mm-hmm. I think this is an egg hollandaise.
I do like that. Any sort of like sauced up eggs is kind of my jam.
I am really not a fan of hollandaise sauce.
It could go either way, but like I think it goes well with yolks.
Maybe it's just my hatred of mayo talking. I don't know.
That is fair. It's like I don't mind. I quite like mayo, so I'd like to put it in A tier personally.
How about we settle for a high B tier then?
Okay, fair enough.
Beans belong in the trash.
Is that beans or just nuts?
No, those are beans.
Beans is a breakfast food. Who does that?
British people, I think.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Nothing Mill's not here, I guess. All right. Is that like cubed? No, those are home fries.
Yeah, they're basically like the sister of hash browns. These are S tier.
Yes, home fries are like they will kill you, but you will die happy.
Yes.
I think that's the croquette.
This is croquette hash browns, I think, with cream on them.
Look, I'm a simple man. I see potato, I enjoy.
Mm-hmm. The sour cream docks it for me, honestly.
I like sour cream. I'd put it in A personally.
The sour.
I mean, here's the thing. I rank that S tier, and you rank it B tier, which means
No, I would rank it C tier, honestly.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, also, I think this thing right here, I don't think that's the bagel, because I see bagels later on the list. I think...
Oh, what is that then?
I don't know. I think that might be like a scone or something. No, it's not a scone. What is that?
Scones are more goofy. What is that? Should we put it in NA because we can't identify it?
Yeah. Okay, this stuff looks gross. What is this?
I think it might be some sort of egg salad or tuna salad or something. Some form of like thing that is called a salad but isn't
Oh
actually a
no,
salad.
that's like that weird sausage sauce stuff. It's really nasty.
Yeah, no, but
D tier.
straight in beef area.
Breakfast sausages. Two varieties. We got the patties and the sausages.
I do like sausage in both forms.
Do you prefer the links or the patties though?
I think I prefer the patties, but I grew up with the links.
I like both of them, but I think the patties are better, personally.
So here's the thing. My Canadian is showing. Tim Hortons does a really good breakfast wrap. It's got like egg. It's got an omelet, a hash brown. It's like a long wrap on a proper tortilla. So it's like got omelets, hash browns, and a sausage patty with like a spicy sauce, and it's like real far better. It's incredibly overpriced because Tim Hortons, but it is far better than it has any right to be. And I like.
So you think it belongs
failed.
in S tier?
No, it's sausage patty. It's already in S tier.
Ah, okay.
Not the links, but yeah, I'm just expounding on my I'm pretty sure those breakfast wraps are what got me through high school.
They are good. Toast. Basic buttered toast.
Is the quintessential breakfast food.
Unfortunately, it doesn't always turn out the best. I still think it's a solid A tier, though. It ain't perfect, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know?
Yeah, it's like...
It's very easy to fuck up toast.
Look, a toaster will... If you're doing it in a pan, sure, but a toaster is not that difficult to run, and it doesn't make that much of a difference to the taste.
Well, yeah, that's fair. It's just very bland without toppings.
Well, yes, but butter, though.
I'll put it below muffins.
I can live with that.
Oatmeal.
I honestly put it below fruit.
Yeah, that's fair. Fruit's healthier.
I've never had oatmeal. That I can confidently say.
Really?
It's very much... It's a...
It is very bland if it's not seasoned properly, I will say.
Also, from what I understand, it's a very regional thing.
Honestly, cinnamon oatmeal or oatmeal with a little bit of brown sugar in there, it tastes fucking delicious. But if you don't have the right ingredients for it, it's not all that great.
Because it's too dependent on toppings, right?
B or C tier.
C.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's sunny side up or fried eggs.
Sunny side up is my go-to generally.
I'd say it's third for me after scrambled egg omelets.
I like the separation of yolk and white.
No, that's fair. I'd say so. We're in A tier.
Also, I like dipping my toast in the yolk and then slathering up the leftover yolk bits and putting the whites on another piece of toast.
Dang, Fuzzy, keep it in your pants.
Look, we're doing a breakfast tier list. If we don't talk about how we eat our breakfast, then what is the point?
You're not wrong. I generally don't mix stuff up in the yolk. I do enjoy, however, putting a little bit of salt and pepper over it right after I crack the yolk open. Just make sure it blends in really nice with the yolk as it kind of filters out over the rest of the egg.
Do people not do that?
Anyone who doesn't do that is either evil or ignorant.
Yeah, I'm just
How do you not put salt and pepper on your eggs?
Yeah, no, I'm just why is that a thing? Why would you not do it?
Eggs are really bland on their own.
And, I don't know. Yolk does have, the fatty flavor of the yolk, I do think is something distinct.
It's
That
distinct.
said, hard boiled is not my bag.
Oh, deviled eggs, hard-boiled eggs? Nah, that's C tier.
No, no, deviled eggs are something different.
Oh.
Deviled eggs are when you actually do something to the yolk
Oh, okay. So
and mix it with stuff.
this is just hard-boiled
This is
then.
just plain ass.
Oh, that's D tier then.
Yeah, no, no, no. You don't like. I really like the egg whites, but like the yolk, the texture just does not do it for me.
No, it is very janky. Pancakes are S tier.
I will not fight you on that.
Am I even wrong though?
No, because you're right. Now here's the thing. Do you take your French toast sweet or savory?
That's a tough one. It really depends. I like the sweet,
Right?
but there's something that just hits different about savory French toast.
Right?
I mean, French toast is an easy S tier, honestly, but
Yes, but like I feel like they're I personally for me, I don't like sweet French toast as much.
well,
I
that's
like
fair. That's fair. I feel like each iteration of French toast definitely has its virtues.
Yeah, but I just like I can't manage without like the sa- like the without the savory aspect. I'm not as much a fan.
I get that. I think we can put it right below omelets. Actually, I think we should put pancakes at the top of S tier because pancakes are just so universally delicious. Unless they somehow get spectacularly. Honestly, anything that gets fucked up would automatically be down a tier
Yeah,
or two.
no, like that's the thing about like uh
We're assuming ideal preparation for most of these.
I don't think it even needs to be ideal preparation
Just
necessarily.
well
We just
prepared, yeah.
like not
Not
irreparably
garbage.
damaged.
Yeah. Ooh, hash brown patties. Those are good.
The patties are the ones that come on the Tim Horton breakfast wrap, and I'm just like, this is my life now.
So S tier then.
Yes, like as it turns out, there's like
It's hard to
breakfast
go wrong
foods
with a
are
lot
kind
of
of
breakfast
universally.
foods. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of universally solid.
Yep. These, I think, are also cubed hash. Why are there two versions of cubed hash browns?
One of them is cubed hash browns. One of them is home fries. They
Uh,
are different.
okay, the home fries are the ones I think we already placed. No, these are the home
Yeah.
fries, aren't they?
I can't tell. I just know that there is a difference. That doesn't mean I can tell what the difference is.
Hmm. Well, we'll treat these as the cubed hash browns then. Yeah, because the other one has seasoning on it. This one does not. This is just like cubed.
Yeah, okay. I can live with that.
So where do you want to put it though?
I do think home fries are better than cubed hash browns, so like one tier below
Okay, that seems
that.
fair. We'll put it right below the fruit then. All right, bagels. So where did we put these originally? In B tier, right? Because they need enhancements to really shine.
Yes. Here's the thing. Again, my Canadian is showing. Is you can't go wrong with just a good butter croissant.
Croissants are
Like,
friggin' delicious. However,
yeah, like,
the best croissants have butter or jam on them.
well, no, here's the thing. The best croissants actually are baked with butter already.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, no, we get our Costco's here stock like a really good Costco brand butter croissant, which is just like it comes with it's pre-buttered, so you can put other stuff on it, but like you're good to go.
Hmm. So you want to say A tier or S tier then?
I wouldn't go as far as S because
Like mid A, you think?
yeah, I think so. I like them better than plain toast, I guess.
Well, I was gonna put them right below fruit.
Yes, that is also acceptable. Donuts, same thing as cinnamon rolls. It's like not. I would even put it as a D tier.
Nah, I'm putting C tier. Donuts can be good. It's just they're too damn sugary, and it hurts my teeth if I eat them too much. Especially the more sugary ones, like the chocolate covered ones. You know. That's just me with sugar, I guess. Biscuits.
No, I totally understand.
Got some biscuits.
Uh, I don't really like them for breakfast. For me, that's biscuits are a dog first and foremost, and also
these are a dinner thing.
Yeah, well, I would say more lunch, but yes. Or you know what, for me, biscuits are a fried chicken accompaniment, and that's about it.
And fried chicken, it doesn't really make for a good breakfast, does it?
No. Well, you can have fried chicken for breakfast, but that depends on how long you want to live.
Yeah, biscuits are C tier. They also get really, like, at least the ones that I've seen served in diners, those tend to be really dry.
Yeah. Some of the chicken places near me have, like, really good, like, honey or butter biscuits, but the dry biscuits are, like, gross.
Dry biscuits are disgusting. Yeah. T-bone steaks. Who fucking eats this for breakfast?
Well, no, I think the idea is it's steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs. Okay. Still, this
Which
is
is
like...
a thing.
It is a thing, but, like, it is so damn heavy.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Is like...
It's just too much. I've had steak and eggs before for breakfast, and it's like a lot. That's only really something you'd eat if you were like going on a hardcore bulk up. Usually,
Yeah, steak and eggs is like
protein central, basically.
Yeah, you eat steak and eggs when you have a distinct need for food beyond a standard breakfast. You're basically having like a lunch for breakfast at that point.
Yeah, it's just so heavy.
It's too much. Yeah.
You think B tier or C tier?
I'd put it in C, honestly. It's too much.
Alright, last is scrambled eggs. So scrambled eggs on their own are probably the blandest egg dish.
Yeah, I would say scrambled eggs like need something extra.
They really do.
I'm like, really, scrambled eggs are my least favorite egg dish, I think.
I like scrambled because you can do a lot with the scrambled eggs. It's just, if you don't do anything with them, then...
Yeah, that's the thing, is it's not inherently a virtue of the scrambled eggs.
No, it's not.
Scrambled eggs are a vessel.
They're a vessel, but they are a versatile vessel. I'd say low B tier, then. It's really hard to go wrong with most egg dishes, for being honest.
That is true, yes.
Alright. Anything you want to adjust on this before we move on to the next one?
I don't think so.
Seems a little bit top heavy, but then again, breakfast foods tend to be really fucking good.
Yeah, breakfast is one of those, it's like...
How do you go wrong with breakfast?
Yeah, it's...
Well, you can go wrong with breakfast as exemplified by D tier, but...
I think the thing about breakfast is that breakfast is a solved quantity.
But yeah.
It's not like you have the same breakfast every single time, but you do sort of need to remember that there's only so much you can do with breakfast before it becomes
Consistency is key and all that. Yeah, I think that is good on that front at least. Which one do you want to do next? You want to do the pizza toppings or fruits and veggies? I'm leaning towards pizza toppings personally.
I would also be okay with pizza toppings.
Alright. So, right off the bat, we start with some garbage. So, anchovies are F tier, obviously.
I've never had them, so I can't really.
I've never tried them either, but I have smelled them, and they smell disgusting on pizza.
That's your logic then.
It's well, also just aesthetically, anchovies look weird on pizza.
It is just a bunch of little like pickled fish on pizza, huh?
Mm-hmm. What is this one? Arugula. That's what arugula.
I'm digging arugula on pizza.
Yeah,
It's not my favorite, but I
honestly,
accept it.
it's a good choice. It's not. It's not like top tier or anything, but it's still worth trying. Now, bacon, on the other hand, oh boy, bacon is great on pizza. I don't think there's Canadian bacon on here, so
I wouldn't be willing to go higher than B tier though.
well, I'd want to put it in S tier. Can we just average it out to
Yeah,
A tier?
yeah. We that's I think what we should be doing is split it
Average
down the middle.
Yeah. Um, this is chili peppers, right? No,
Should
no,
be. I believe. Banana peppers.
banana
specifically.
peppers. That's it. Yeah. I don't like spicy on my pizza, if I'm being honest.
I don't like banana peppers specifically, but I dig a jalapeno.
Yeah, but that's later down the list.
Okay. I don't like banana peppers either.
So you want to do a D or?
Well, going by these metrics, I eat pizza with banana peppers on it. It's just like not my go-to.
I would put it in F, but yeah. So D tier or?
Something along those lines, yes.
All right, what's this one?
I think what we're learning is that I'm not that picky when it comes to pizza.
No, definitely not.
At least I'm pretty sure there are pickier people out there.
Probably. I don't know what this one is. It's somewhere in B because the next one's barbecue. Just like
Basil.
basil. Yes.
Twins basil.
Yes.
I mean,
do you want?
it is like what pizza came from.
Yes.
So you kind of gotta
Yeah, that's A tier
put it up
easily.
there. I do not like barbecue sauce on pizza.
I like
That's
it
just-
well enough.
I cannot.
But
I'm very much like, but why?
all right. Well, I okay. I want to put it in an A tier, but I'm fine with putting it in like B or C.
See,
All right. Broccoli is a very much like a why would you put that on pizza?
again, that's also a but why?
This is buffalo sauce. No.
Again, I don't like. I'm a traditionalist when it comes to pizza, kind of.
Yeah, we got tomato sauce near the end, so. So yeah, no, barbecue sauce is not barbecue. Buffalo sauce is a no go.
Yeah,
My day is ruined if I see buffalo sauce on the pizza.
I can live with that. Yeah.
Yeah. This is just cheese.
Again, you kind of need to put it in S tier. If you don't, it's a crime.
Yeah. No, by default. Let's see.
It is the default ass pizza topping.
Yeah. And this one's chicken.
Chicken can be good, but it depends on the kind of chicken.
Yeah, if you have like good grilled chicken, you can make a good chicken onion pizza or chicken barbecue pizza. Chicken bacon works
Yeah.
really well. But
like,
fried chicken? Why would you put fried chicken on pizza?
I think this is just the idea. Is this is just chicken in general?
Well, I say B then. It's a good choice. You can fuck it up.
Certainly
But
not
it's a
a
good
good
choice.
choice.
Yeah.
The only problem is that it can get really dry.
Yeah. Well, that's what the sauce is to help compensate for.
That's true, yeah.
If you don't sauce up the pizza enough, that it's gonna come out really friggin' dry with it. If you have like chicken on it. This one's corn. I like corn on pizza. Corn actually tastes pretty good.
It's good, but it's just like, but why?
Why not? It adds a little bit of crunch to it. Also a little bit of moisture, you know? Keeps it from getting too dry on you. You have like other dry ingredients, you know?
I guess? I don't know. I feel like that's the sauce's job.
Alright, well, I'll put it in C tier then. I'll still eat it. I think this is eggplant.
Nah.
Why?
I like eggplant, but like not on pizza. It's like the texture is not
Yeah, again, why would you put it on pizza?
is a no-go.
Is this tofu?
Yes, and again, I must ask, who hurt you? If you're putting tofu on pizza.
What this is right before ham, so what is this?
H.
H or F?
More likely to be, it's right at... Wait, then how is that tofu?
Don't know.
Wait, that might not be tofu then.
What is it then? I don't know what else it could be.
Oh, is that feta cheese?
Oh, feta! I love feta. That's A tier.
Okay, yeah, that's going up there. Yeah.
Easy A tier. What's between feta and ham, though?
I think we just ignore that for now.
Yeah. Ham is an easy S for me, but what do you think?
I will abstain, so feel free.
Okay.
Now, jalapenos, on the other hand.
I really hate jalapenos, but I will leave this to you.
I love jalapenos on pizza. I like the kick. Especially when like they're like kind of mildly pickled as well. That's the good stuff right there.
I'll take your word for it.
Please do.
So I'll put it. Do you want A tier then?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm putting it below the feta though.
That's fine.
Meatballs.
I feel like, to me personally,
I mean, I'll still eat it.
yes, but they have their time and place, and I feel like,
Not on pizza.
yeah,
Alright, low C tier then.
that seems acceptable.
Mushrooms are disgusting. They should all die.
I love mushroom. Okay, this is going to be our most contentious one so far.
Mushrooms are awful. Mushrooms make
are-
everything worse.
Dude, I did like a oven roasted garlic butter button mushrooms the other day. That's the good stuff right there.
You must be arrested for war crimes. But in all seriousness, I cannot stand mushrooms in any way, shape, or form.
Look, You know what I'm gonna say? Sounds like a you problem.
No, it's their
Oh,
problem because their texture is absolutely awful.
see, I understand why you are saying what you're saying. I just cannot bring myself to agree.
I'll be fine with putting it at the bottom of C tier, but no higher.
I no, that is just insane. You
I
have to understand, you are in the minority when it comes to like hating mushrooms.
No, I'm not. I am. There's literally only one member of my immediate family who actually likes mushrooms. Everyone else hates them.
Yeah, but you're also American, and Americans have the weirdest food preferences.
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
depends on who you ask, really.
But yeah, I'm like,
I cannot put mushrooms higher than C tier.
I will fight you on that because, like, even if we split it down the middle, they're B tier minimum because I would put them in S tier. Like, mushrooms are a mandatory pizza add-on for me.
If I were to actually put them on my own personal tier list, they would be an F tier automatically.
Yeah, I know. I'd put them in S tier. That's why we're even splitting down the middle. It would be in B tier.
No, it could also be in C tier because it's a 6 tier list.
Yeah, and I'm saying round it up because mushrooms are like a staple pizza topping in most parts of the world.
Meh. I'll compromise and put it top of C tier.
I will not go lower than B.
I will not go higher than C.
We appear to be at an impasse. We need a tiebreaker of some sort.
Unfortunately,
this is the point where if we had a chat, we would use it. But we are
sadly devoid of a chat. Yes. Most unfortunate. I'm just going to put this back in the pool and we'll come back to it then.
Yes.
Olives. No, thank you.
I don't like olives.
Yeah.
I will eat them when I'm desperate, but when I'm not like immediately hungry, I will absolutely pick them off.
Yeah, no. Then put them in but why.
Yeah. I don't do olives. That's just not how I do.
Yeah. I can at least see why some people put them on pizza occasionally, but like, no. Just don't. Onions. I don't really like onions on pizza, but I know a lot of people do.
I'm also not really a fan. You can call me a fan of onions. I will eat them if they're there, but definitely not like a priority as far as I'm concerned.
So low C tier then for you?
At most, yeah.
I wouldn't put it higher than C tier either, personally. I don't like onions on pizza. I don't like onions in most things, if I'm being honest. Only in very specific dishes. Yeah, peppers.
I'm not a fan of Gwyneth Paltrow in general. She's got like some.
God, fuzzy.
See what I did there?
Yes,
Yes.
I see what you did there.
I don't like peppers either that much.
Yeah, neither do I. I'd put them in D tier, honestly.
I can live with that, yes.
Pepperoni is S tier, obviously.
Yes. Yes. Again, it's one of those defaults.
It is the quintessential. This is, I forget the name of this one. This one, the sauce. Pesto sauce. Pesto sauce.
It's pesto, yeah. That's pesto.
Pesto's good. Pesto's real
Pesto is
good.
good, yeah. I like pesto. I like a good, I am very open to most of the higher quality sauce alternatives.
I'd say pesto would be a good, like, high B, low A tier.
Yeah, the reason I say higher quality sauce alternatives is because,
We have one coming up in a couple bits that is just no.
yes. Uh,
Okay, who
and
puts
we've already, like, said how we feel about
who puts
barbecue and
I,
buffalo sauce.
I
But,
like barbecue. Buffalo sauce disgusts me though.
I can tolerate barbecue. I don't understand what buffalo sauce is about. Like, what is the point of buffalo sauce?
To make you die of spice.
Okay, that's wrong because buffalo sauce isn't really that spicy. I feel.
Oh no, it's to make you gag because it's too much. It's just no.
Yeah, it's very strong,
Yeah.
right? It's the worst kind of flavor where it's trying to substitute flavor with sensory overstimulation is what I'd call it.
Okay.
But yeah, pineapple. Delicious. Love it. Contrast is king. Jack, are we gonna have problems?
I don't really like pineapple on pizza, but I can tolerate it on pizza as long as it's part of a Hawaiian. So I'm fine
Yeah,
with
like I said,
I'm fine with it
it's
as long as it's in conjunction with ham or Canadian bacon.
yeah, like it's an accompaniment, right? It's never the main dish, but it's good as an accompaniment.
Yeah, I'd say a decent B tier. What is this one?
That looks like prosciutto, maybe?
Oh, prosciutto. Okay. Have you had prosciutto on pizza?
I've not, no.
It's alright. It's decent. I'd put it low B tier. Ranch.
I will defer to you. My day is ruined, and my disappointment is immeasurable.
Yep. Couldn't agree more. Ranch is an abomination, especially on pizza. Does not belong there. Salami. Salami's really good on pizza.
It's good, yeah. It's up there with pepperoni, honestly.
Yeah, I'd say so. Easy S tier. Sausage as
That's
well,
why
honestly.
Is that sausage?
Yeah, it's sausage.
Are you sure that's sausage and not like ground beef or something?
It's sausage.
Oh,
Alphabetically.
that's ground beef. That's what that thing we couldn't identify is.
Oh, ground beef. Yeah, no, definitely not. That is like high D tier at highest. You do not put ground beef on pizza. If you're gonna put beef on pizza, you put it in the form of sausage.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, there's beef is good on pizza, but like not ground beef. I don't know why.
Yeah, exactly. Sausage though, sausage is S tier.
If that is sausage, then I will agree with that.
Like, it is the ingredient to put on pizza in my mind. Besides, right after pepperoni. Over.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Is this fucking scrambled eggs? Why would
No.
you do that? Why?
If it is, that's a crime. I can't be a cat.
That's alphabetically right after sausage, and it looks eggish. That's scrambled eggs.
But why?
Exactly. That's where I'm putting that. That's even more so than broccoli or eggplant. Like, why would you put scrambled eggs on pizza? Yeah, spinach.
cheese, like, it's acceptable. It's, like, not the greatest thing in the world, but it's, like, it's not inedible, I suppose.
I mean, I'll still eat it, but...
Yeah, that's exactly the tier it belongs in, I think.
Tomatoes, though. Especially sun-dried tomatoes.
Oh, sun-dried tomatoes are, like... Look, after this, we should construct our dream pizza.
We probably have very different ideas of what a dream pizza is, but...
Yes, we do, but, like, that's part of the fun.
I'd say sun-dried tomatoes go top of A tier.
Yeah, no. I would put them in an S tier, even.
We don't want to get S tier to get too crowded, though. Especially since...
I feel like it's similar to breakfast foods in that pizza is a known quantity.
You know
right?
what? That's fair. That's fair. Now, next one is literally tomato sauce, which is quintessential.
Again, yeah, that's what you put. I'm very surprised. Oh no, that's the next one, I believe.
What's the next one?
Is it like white sauce? Like
oh, that is white sauce. Yeah.
If it is, then yeah, I'm for it.
Yeah, I'd say it's A tier, easy. I don't know if it's quite S tier, but it's A tier. It's probably the
very
best.
Solid.
It's probably the best sauce after tomato sauce to use on pizza.
You could probably make an argument for pesto, I feel like.
You could, but I think the white sauce holds up a little bit better.
I won't disagree too hard on that front.
Yeah. Alright, now we have to finish up the mushroom debate.
Listen. The thing is, are there some people who don't like mushrooms? Yes. However, mushrooms are still a delicacy.
I mean, there are people who are outright allergic to mushrooms.
Well, yeah, but if we're talking about allergies, then nothing...
It's a whole different thing, yeah.
Yeah, no, allergies are not a valid argument, because, like... I mean, they're valid if you have them and, like, can't eat them because of that, but, like, what I mean is, like, for tier list purposes, allergies cannot be taken into consideration if we're not allergic to them.
True. I'm not allergic to mushrooms, I just really, really hate them.
I can understand, right? Like, it's a texture thing. I get it. I really do. I just disagree. I don't even disagree necessarily that, like, mushrooms have a weird texture. What I disagree on is that texture disqualifies them from, like, being a viable topping of any sort.
Well, C tier still is viable toppings.
No, the thing is, C tier is, like, that's the thing that is, like, not really, you really don't, like, C tier is the thing that no one explicitly orders, like, oh my god, I really want to get, like, barbecue sauce in this pizza, but, like, if it's on there, you won't turn up your nose at it. That's where I see C tier. Okay. Whereas there's far too many people who specifically want mushrooms on their pizzas.
You're not wrong there.
Right? Like, pizzas are just a well-liked... Or, like, obviously, but mushrooms are just, like, a well-liked pizza topping in general. Like, it's to the point that a lot of pizza places in where I live will just put mushrooms in by default. Like, their default presentation of pizza involves mushrooms.
Yeah, but that's not, like, something that everyone's going to like or be happy with.
I mean, that's the thing. Everyone seems to be happy with it, as far as I can tell from, like, how their business tends to go.
I don't know. Like, I've encountered a lot of people who absolutely hate mushrooms on pizza.
I think you are working based off perhaps an disproportionate representation in your population, because I have never met someone who will outright decline mushroom on pizza.
Perhaps you're talking about a disproportionate percentage of the people you've encountered. Maybe it's a population skew on your end. You ever think of that? Huh?
Yes, but have you considered that you're American?
You've mentioned this before, yes.
I rest my case.
It's not an argument, Fuzzy.
Look, I will not go lower than B tier.
Fine, it doesn't go higher than the bottom of B tier, though.
I feel like you know that's unreasonable, but I don't want to continue arguing, so let's just go with that.
No, I think it's perfectly reasonable to put it no higher than low B tier. I would put it in, like, F tier if it was my personal choice, but we're not doing this for my own judgments, are we? We do get a nice E shape, though, if we do that.
No, that's not what we're here for.
Yes, it is. You can't make me change it. But yes, any adjustments you would to suggest?
I'd probably safely put like barbecue sauce a bit lower on the list.
I kind of like having it here because it means we get 4 sauces in a row going down.
Okay, you know what? That's fair for the sake of.
Aesthetics.
You know what? For the sake of aesthetics, why don't you put like buffalo sauce in, but why?
Perfection. But now we got. You know what? We're gonna put scrambled eggs in my day's ruin because
Yes, that's fair.
who the fuck puts scrambled eggs on their pizza?
Also, move the anchovies over so that the ranch is in line.
Well, anchovies deserve to be at the bottom of the list, anyways.
Exactly. Yes.
All right, list complete. All right, you want to do fruits and veggies next or standard drinks next?
I'd like. I think fruits and veggies are a more interesting list because drinks are too regional.
Oh, hey, they're labeled.
It's also a much yes. Too many authors of these tier lists do not do that, and it's like it can get a bit annoying.
Not all of them are labeled, mind you, but a lot of them are.
Enough of them are, I think.
Yeah. The majority of them. But let's get started with, I think this is lettuce.
Yeah, that's like lettuce is kind of like one of those things.
Oh no,
where
lettuce is right here. This is lettuce right here. I think this is cabbage.
oh, that's cabbage then. I mean, whether it's lettuce or cabbage, they're like both good.
Yeah, I'd say it's a solid A or B tier. Cabbage is a bit more bland than lettuce, I think.
No. Cabbage is more versatile because like lettuce, you basically have to have it raw, whereas cabbage can be cooked in a variety of ways.
You are correct there, yes.
Yes, I think cabbage actually goes higher than lettuce simply because it's just so versatile. You can do so many things with cabbage.
I just like the taste of lettuce better, personally.
Like plain, yes, but like it's like when lettuce is like cooked, it gets all soggy and gross, whereas cabbage is like you can do something like a stir fry, a spring roll. So much. It's just like I think versatility is a high powered modifier. Personally speaking.
Brussels sprouts are awful. I hate them.
Okay, Brussels sprouts are entirely dependent on preparation.
Well, Brussels sprouts are also the most loved or hated thing I have ever encountered in terms of veggies.
They are, yes, but I will maintain that if that restaurant Brussels sprouts are one of those things where there is a very noticeable difference between restaurant quality and like home cooked.
I have never liked Brussels sprouts, regardless of quality.
I think you might change your tune if you had like really, really good restaurant quality Brussels sprouts.
Well, no, it's also just the smell repulses me.
That's what I'm saying. Properly cooked Brussels sprouts don't have that smell.
I've never encountered Brussels sprouts where they don't smell awful.
Yeah, no, again, this is where proper cooking comes in. Yeah, I would say put it in like C tier, maybe. There's no F tier,
I would put it in
but
F
I
tier if
don't
we
think
had
that.
it, but
I think C tier is a good compromise, honestly.
fine. Cauliflower is awful.
I really want to like cauliflower because it's kind of a big like my family loves cauliflower. I hate it so much.
We are agreed on that account. Cauliflower is
Yeah,
awful.
it's like I want to like that's my point I'm trying to make is
Mm-hmm.
like because it's like it's one of those foods that you kind of like lose your grown-up qualifications if you don't like cauliflower.
Not
It's a
really.
stupid thing to talk about, but like I just like I want to like it, especially because it's also one of those things that is like kind of necessary in a lot of like vegan cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think for the time being, we've got to put it in like uh
D tier.
D tier. Yes,
Broccoli also belongs in D tier, in my opinion, but go ahead and
I
say your
love
piece.
broccoli. I love broccoli. It's like there's there's too much variance with broccoli, though. I do acknowledge that. Soggy broccoli is gross. Crisp baked broccoli, I really like.
I just can't enjoy broccoli. I'm sorry. I'm
I
only
can like sympathize with that. Yeah,
maybe high C tier for now.
yeah. Okay, I can live with that.
Kale.
Kale is very solid, I think.
Kale's a B tier. It needs to be prepared right to actually be decent.
And that's like the thing with a lot of these vegetables, right? They're like not very good standalone, or like they're very dependent on proper preparation.
Some of them require like really really specific preparations to be good at all. Otherwise, they're just awful in any other way. Speaking of which, red cabbage.
And another one of those things where it's very versatile, great when done right, but like it's not that easy to do right.
So it deserves B or C tier then.
Yeah.
I'm putting in C. I don't really like red cabbage.
Again, it's like the best preparations of red cabbage don't really involve uh what's it called? Tasting the cabbage.
Mm. Which is
Though I do I'm
yeah.
not totally averse to it in certain salads.
Mm. But yeah, alright, collard greens. I don't know if I've had collard greens before. I know I haven't had gailan before.
I don't think I've had either. No, I think I've had gailan. I've never had collard greens.
It looks vaguely familiar, but I'm not. I'm just gonna make an NA tier.
Yeah. Let's do that. We don't want to do a disservice to any of the fine vegetables.
So, do you think you have a strong enough opinion on gailan to properly rank it?
Quite good. It's quite good when it's like I like. It's quite common in Chinese food, understandably speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the places I get like got usually add some gailan and bok choy to their uh like a lot of their things, but like mostly they do a really good mixed vegetable at the my go-to place
So you
that
think
involves.
A or B tier then?
I think it's very dependent on like the quality of the dish, but I would say that there's a good enough baseline there.
So B tier.
Yeah.
All right. Turnips.
Okay,
No. Just
turnips are something my parents love and I hate.
I just do not see
I
the appeal of turnips. Turnips are just so weird.
It's just like, no, I get it, right? Like root vegetables are not unpopular. It's just
There
like
are better root
I
vegetables than
personally,
turnips.
yeah.
Turnips are just gross. So are radishes, to be honest.
And they're weaker than Cybermen, honestly. No, like legitimately, I've been thinking about this.
Oh?
Uh, Cybermen can self-destruct very easily.
Raditz can't.
Yeah. So it's like, what are you doing with your life,
Ah.
my good radish? But yeah, I think bok choy is really good.
I've heard bok choy is very versatile and very tasty.
It is, yes. I would like
So a solid A tier then.
heard correctly. Yeah.
Carrots are S tier. You can do so much good stuff with carrots. Like,
You can also just eat a carrot.
yeah, yeah, no,
That's like that.
carrots.
It is the first. Actually, it's the first one we've come across where you can just like eat it.
You just eat it raw and it'll still be delicious.
Yeah. It's funny.
Hmm?
My dog really enjoyed carrots for a while, but like they started making her throw up. I'm not sure why. I think it might be because she ate them too fast, but then she's like, I'm not into this anymore.
That's unfortunate. Oh well.
But yeah, I will agree that carrots are like pretty high tier overall.
Carrots are S tier overall. I think it's just like sometimes people are crappy at prepping them.
There's not even a lot of prep needed, but like,
Yeah, no, you just need to rinse the carrots, make sure there's no dirt or germs on them, and then you can just eat them raw, in like a salad or on their own, or you could just steam them. And they still taste amazing.
I'm not as fan. You know what? Actually, I have a somewhat controversial opinion.
Oh,
I hate cooked carrots.
really?
Yeah, when they get soggy, I'm just like, no, nope, can't do it anymore.
Huh?
I really enjoy raw carrots, and when they're like still crisp, I can like really get down with that. But like, so often carrots just end up kind of like soggy and gross, and I'm not a huge fan of that.
That's unfortunate. But carrots still belong in S tier overall, I think.
Oh yes, yes, I think so as well.
All right, so parsnips. I have not really had parsnips all that much.
I I can't remember the last time I ate a parsnip.
Hmm. So what do you think then?
I think we just like
Put
put it
in.
in NA.
Fair enough. Beets are gross.
So here's the thing: you make a lot of good stuff with beets. And no, I'm not sponsored by Dre.
Hardy
Sadly,
har har.
I would take a sponsorship from Dr. Dre. Are you kidding me?
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But
Uh,
yeah, I think I think beats are not like D tier. I think they are C tier
hmm.
because like
I'm
there are
putting.
things you can do with beats.
There are things you can do with beets, but they're usually beets on average are not the best.
I can agree with that much at least, but I do think beats are pretty solid overall.
All right. This sugar beets. I have not had sugar beets.
Have you ever had beet salt or beet sugar?
Don't think so.
They're like solid. I would like. They're good enough that I would class them more closer to uh A tier than C tier.
So B tier
Somewhere in
then.
B. Yeah.
I'll put them below kale. All right. So there are three kinds of lettuce in a row. I think the first one's romaine.
Yes. Romaine, iceberg, and the butterhead. Which I think that's just the order of operations, right? Like, okay, no, it's
I
a tough.
prefer I prefer
Lettuce
iceberg actually. I think iceberg's the best lettuce.
no, I agree that iceberg is probably better than romaine. Butterhead is a more uncommon one. I don't have it very often, so I'm like
No.
a bit more hesitant to judge.
So we can put butterhead in an A. I'd say romaine could be a high B tier and iceberg is an A tier.
I would say that is a very fair assessment.
Celtuce.
What? I don't know what that is, so.
Neither do I. NA. What's the next one?
Uh, is that like some sort of herb?
Think so. I can't recognize it.
Yeah, I can't quite place that.
No. So many of the names are cut off in this. What the hell?
That looks like red spinach to me,
I
maybe?
think that's what it is, yeah. Wait a
Red
minute.
spinach is good.
Oh, I think this is regular spinach then. Because
Which
this
one?
the one we
Oh, right. It would be. It would be if you're ordering them like that. Yeah.
yeah. So that's an A tier then.
Yes.
Or maybe a B tier if you're feeling particularly mean. Or hate Popeye.
How can you hate Robin Williams?
I love Robin Williams. Rest in peace, King. But yeah, red spinach I don't think is nearly as good.
I would actually disagree, but I think that's because like my family has a very special preparation of red spinach that is, I think, unlike anything you have ever tasted before.
Probably.
But but yeah, I would put it in B tier solidly.
Okay. Mizuna spinach.
I've never had it. I have no idea what that could even be.
Neither do I. This one I have tried as part of like mixed green salads. It's
Oh, is
okay.
that the stuff you sometimes get? Is it the stuff you sometimes get for mixed greens from like a bento box at a sushi place?
Maybe.
If that's the case, I don't like it. It's like too bitter.
Yeah, no, this is the bitter shit. C tier. It's not the worst thing. It doesn't make me actively gag, but it's C tier. Green beans!
Green beans are pretty good.
I'd say they're an easy A tier.
Yeah, they're not like the best of the bean family, but I do think they're like very easily in like the high tier.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what kind of beans these are.
Is that edamame?
No, it's not.
It's like it's
I think there's like a D and no, lima beans. Lima
lima
beans.
beans. I've never had lima beans. I think they're the only variety of bean I've never had.
Never have I. NA.
Kidney beans are like S tier.
I don't like kidney beans. But I will accede to you and put them in A tier. Right below green beans.
I can live with that.
Pinto beans actively disgust me, though.
But pinto, See, here's the thing, though. Aren't pinto beans the thing refried beans are made of?
Maybe.
No. Those are navy beans. Never mind.
Yeah. I just don't vibe with beans, if I'm being honest.
I love beans, but I do agree that pinto beans are probably like the lowest tier of bean.
So D tier then?
Not that low, but yes, I can accept it.
Soybeans.
Here's the thing. Soybeans, I don't like them because they're soybeans. I like them because of all the things you can make with soybeans.
Hmm. I see.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Soy sauce, soy-based tofu, like soy-based oils, like soybeans are A tier simply by virtue of how much they provide to the culinary world.
That's fair.
Now, I think these are navy beans, which is what refried beans are made of. These are the beans you like get in burritos a lot of the time.
I don't like those beans especially.
Yeah, that's
They're
navy
gnarly.
beans. Are they? Yeah, they have to be because navy beans aren't anywhere else on the list. So let's just count them as navy beans, even if they aren't actually.
Yeah, they're gnarly.
I kind of hate that you're saying that, but sure.
Gnarly in a bad way, not in a good way.
Wait, I thought you said you like the burrito beans.
I don't like beans in general.
But like these are the burrito beans.
I don't get beans in my burritos.
But that's like the point of burritos is beans.
No, it's not. It's everything else. I don't like
You're saying you
guac-
get
What?
you're saying you get like
My burrito usually has the rice, it has the corn, the meats, the pico, all that kind of stuff. But I don't get beans in my burritos. I don't like beans.
I had a bean and cheese burrito for lunch.
Ew.
Look, it's vegetarian. I put all of the good stuff on it, obviously, like pico, salsa, like all the good stuff, but it's very solid vegetarian option to just get a bean and cheese burrito, and also the burrito place near my house was doing a buy one get one free.
Look, to each their
I'm
own
a
and
sucker
all.
for deals.
To each their own and all, but like, no thank you. I'd say D tier, honestly.
Look, for the sake of burrito lovers, I feel like you will make an entire civilization of people mad if you low rank all of the beans.
I'm not gonna rank all of the beans, but I will
Okay.
accede to putting these in C tier.
I will accept bumping kidney beans down to B if we can put the navy beans in actually, you know what? I don't know for sure that they're navy beans. So you know what? I'll accept C tier. Chickpeas though. Chickpeas are not beans. I know they're called garbanzo beans, but chickpeas are not beans.
I don't think I've had them.
That's unusual, but not inexplicable, I think.
They've always just weirded me out whenever I've seen them at a salad bar. You know? It's just like, I've always gotten a weird vibe from how they look. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe it's just...
That's not an opinion I understand, but, valid, I guess. But,
I don't know, it just didn't vibe with me, you know?
But yeah, I, have a fondness for chickpeas, but they're, not very, I will not actively seek out chickpeas, right? They're a food that I will happily consume and I will enjoy, but I will not actively seek it out.
Yeah, no, I get that. So what, like a low B tier then?
Low B, high C. I'll accede to high C if you want to put it in C tier.
Oh, okay, cool. What's this one? This isn't edamame. I think edamame is a couple down.
Yeah, it does seem to be a bit further down. Uh, those are, I think, some form of green bean. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what those are.
I'll put them in NA then.
Yeah.
These are the standard peas.
Yes, these are standard peas, then edamame, then split peas.
Or snap peas if you want to be fancy.
Yes, snap peas are what they're called, sorry. Split peas are something different entirely.
Yeah, but these are the standard peas. I think they're called snow peas sometimes. I don't know.
Yes, they are called snow peas.
But these are the peas you see packaged as the peas and not as the bean sprout that holds them.
Yes.
These are good. These are really good.
Like them, yeah. Yes, peas are good. Peas are very solid. Like
I'd say A or S, personally, but...
I mean, one of my go-to foods in general is chicken and peas.
Mm.
Or you just like stir fry some chicken and peas. That's lunch.
Yeah. Honestly, I miss having peas as part of like dinner. Like I don't usually get it's hard to find them sometimes because so many people buy them.
Really, I've never experienced that personally.
Well, you don't live in California.
Right.
Like there's some foods that tend to like there are like 3 or 4 basic vegetables that tend to get picked up really often and easily, and it's carrots, green beans, peas, and corn are the big ones down here.
That makes perfect sense.
And I think the ones that run out the fastest are the peas because they aren't as much stocked of those as the other 3.
That makes sense.
I could be wrong though.
No, it makes sense. Even if you're wrong, it's at least a sensical wrong.
But yeah, I'd say peas are an easy S tier, if not if they're or an A tier.
I would agree wholeheartedly. I'm also very weirded out by the fact that, despite the similarities, you rag on beans so much, but you love peas.
I think it's just like they have a slightly different texture that makes them a little bit more tolerable to me.
They've also got they're also like kind of sweet. They've got like a different flavor to them as well.
Yeah, it's the sweetness, I think, that really tips in his favor. Edamame, though, is also just really friggin' good.
Oh, I love edamame. It's like, you know what the problem is, though? I generally don't get edamame unless I'm at a sushi place or
same.
or a Japanese restaurant in general. But
I only really get edamame at Asian-themed restaurants, really, because that's where it's available.
Like, I'm sure you could just, like, buy edamame.
You could.
Right? Like, that's something you could do. I just don't.
My parents did buy edamame once, and I did eat that with them, but, like, it was a one-off thing. We don't really buy it all that often because it's kind of not really something we go on our way to buy.
Yeah, it's very much one of those foods, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, unless you are, like, of Asian descent, it's difficult to...
Still, edamame is an easy A tier, if not an S tier.
Oh, absolutely. I 100% agree with that assessment.
Snap peas.
Here's the thing. I grew up eating snap peas more than snow peas.
I really like snap peas, but...
I think snow peas are sweeter.
Snow peas, I think, are overall better.
I think so, but I also think there's something a bit more artificial about snow peas, if that makes sense. I feel like snap peas feel more like the natural state of peas.
I get that. At the same time, there is one thing that makes me put snap peas a little bit lower, and that's the stem that stays on. Little stem at the end. It just...
you know what? You're right, yeah.
Makes it ever so slightly uncomfortable to eat.
It's a bit more annoying to deal with, yeah.
Whereas snow peas, you can just eat them whole and not have any worries. Potatoes are S tier.
Potatoes are the thing.
You cannot go wrong with a standard brown potato.
or a russet, or a yellow, or a red. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, potatoes in general are kind of one of those things that's just like, yeah, that's it's a superfood, really.
Yeah.
It's not by the medical definition. Well, there's no real medical, but it's not really a superfood, but
It's just really versatile.
it's like the best vegetable,
Yes.
objectively. I feel like potato should have its own tier.
You know what? We'll make a potato tier.
It's just that good. It really is.
Is potato. Sadly, sweet potatoes aren't quite as good as regular potatoes.
They're not, and they're also much easier to mess up.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
A
yeah.
bad sweet potato is so much worse than like a bad regular potato. Like it's not even close.
I'd say it's a low A tier.
Yeah. Even like the worst potatoes in the world are like pretty decent.
Mm-hmm. Alright, eggplants.
You have to actively try. Eggplants are very high tier, but it depends a lot on the presentation.
I personally don't like eggplants, but I'll let you decide where it goes.
I think high B is about as high as I'd go because I like eggplants, don't get me wrong. The problem with eggplants is that it's way too easy to get eggplant wrong.
Mm.
And
So-
I'm just like, yes.
I'll put them right below Gailon then.
No, put it above that.
Oh, above Gailon? Okay.
Yeah.
Red tomatoes are excellent.
They're also like the default tomatoes, at least in my mind. I don't really use green or yellow tomatoes for anything. Maybe greens occasionally, but like,
I don't see a point in using green or yellow tomatoes. Red tomatoes are where it's at.
yeah, it's just kind of like, that's just the default tomato. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So I'll say S tier.
I will definitely agree with that.
Yellow and green tomatoes, I think we can put them in B tier or C tier. Which do you think? I don't really have a strong opinion on either of these over the other, so.
I think put them just together in like C tier. Or they're just like, they're there. They exist. That's about all I can say for those.
Alright. Cucumbers are excellent.
That they are. I think cucumbers are easily S tier.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I'm not a big fan of gherkins.
The fuck are gherkins?
The pickled cucumbers. Oh, did you not know that that's what they're called?
They're just called pickles on here. I've never known them as anything else. Also, I think pickles are awful.
Yeah, no. But like, that's actually most people don't know them by the name gherkin.
No.
It is just a name. That's a. You know what that is? That's a trivia question right there.
Hmm.
Is like that's the kind of question you get on Jeopardy. Like, this commonly consumed pickled fruit/vegetable is actually known as one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, what is a gherkin?
Rip Alex
God, I mean,
Trebek.
Trebek.
Yeah, so pickles are D tier then.
Yes. I look, there's other, like, there's a lot of fruit pickles that are really good.
Mm.
There is no reason to have, like, vegetation-based picklage.
Speaking of vegetation, pumpkin.
Pumpkin is good and like very versatile, but it's like I'm just not as much a fan of it.
I like pumpkin pie. Pumpkin on its own, though, is just like...
There's definitely like good preparations of pumpkin. It's just like,
I'd say pumpkin would be in a B tier, then.
yeah, I think pumpkin in a vacuum is like you have to do something to it.
Mm-hmm.
Butternut squash is my jam.
Squash is good.
This is specifically butternut squash, I believe, which is like the best squash.
Yeah, that's good.
Honestly, you know what butternut squash is? Butternut squash is like better sweet potatoes.
So, high A tier, then?
Yeah, because like one of my favorite preparations is like butternut squash chips. It is exactly what it says on the tin, and
Sounds tasty.
yeah, you pop them in the air fryer or like the oven, and you're good to go.
Sounds tasty. Gourd. Not as big on gourds, honestly.
Yeah, I'm like gourds are just to me inferior squashes.
That's really it, isn't it?
They are a squash, like taxonomically, but like to me, they're just like the inferior cousin of the butternut.
I can agree, honestly. I'd say put them in like C tier, maybe. High
Sure.
C. Yeah.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Good old Zooks.
Zucchini is something I enjoy, but it is not something I actively seek out.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'd say an A tier pretty thoroughly. But do you think A tier is appropriate, or do you think it should be lower?
I think it's a good place for it, yeah.
Garlic.
Garlic is S tier, easily.
I think garlic is potato tier.
Okay, that's good. I like that. But
Garlic actually really complements potatoes, though.
garlic is honestly, yeah. Okay, if we're gonna put things other than potatoes in potato tier, I think we should put tomatoes and onions in potato tier as well.
Tomatoes and onion or carrots?
You can put carrots in there as well, but I really like onions.
Okay.
To me, onions are a must.
Which onions? We have like three. We have
White, red, and yellow.
Yeah.
That's actually tough.
Scallions, I think, would be a potato tier of the onions.
Actually, you're right. Put the onions in S tier. I think all of the onions are equally good. Like, red onions are sweeter, yellow onions are better for, like, cooking, and white onions are better for various reasons. But yeah.
I'm also going to bump up squash to S, then.
Shallots. Now, shallots...
Shallots are the worst onion, besides leeks.
I don't think so. I think leeks are the worst onions. Shallots are very complicated because you can do a lot of good stuff with shallots.
Mm-hmm. That you
but
can.
The problem I think that people come up with shallots is that they don't use them properly.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, in terms of ease of use, shallots are inferior to the other onions. I don't think they're inferior in terms of, like, flavor or anything like that, because I like them all well enough, but I think in terms of ease of use,
shallots are the weakest.
Shallots are the weakest, yes.
So low A, then?
I would say so, yes.
And leeks by default go into B tier. I'd put them lower, but, yeah. Oh boy, chili peppers.
Love them.
I am on the record as not liking chili peppers.
Look, it's because you're weak and do not eat spicy foods.
Oh
which
shit,
is
fuzzy.
obviously fun of people. Huh?
I see spinach. We actually haven't ranked
Then
it
what
yet.
the hell was that up there?
I'm putting that in NA then, because I don't know
Is
her.
that arugula? That's arugula.
Oh shit, it is arugula. S tier then.
It is arugula. Yeah, arugula. Okay, I would put it in A tier.
Okay, A
I
tier.
don't. I like. Huh?
A tier then. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, because like here's the thing, arugula. I feel like it's not as good on its own as these other ones,
Mm,
right? Like a lot of these other ones can stand on their own merits, but arugula kind of like needs to be like in a salad or as a topping or something.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So chili peppers. Are you fine with B tier for these?
See, here's the thing. Are there green chilies on there, or is it just, or is that the catch-all for chili
This is just a
peppers?
catch-all for chili peppers. Jalapenos are a
I
couple over.
Yeah, jalapenos are a different beast. I do think that they deserve something more than just default.
Mm.
So I do think they're like higher up.
Where do you think?
I wouldn't mind putting them in like in A tier. I
Well,
will concede your personal preference by not putting them in, like not lobbying too hard for S tier, but I do think they deserve A tier at least.
okay. Bell
They're
peppers.
just too.
I like bell peppers.
I don't like bell peppers. I don't understand how people just like eat bell peppers raw as a snack.
Oh, I don't eat them raw. I eat them as part of a meal.
Well, you know what I mean? Is just like I don't. I just really don't like the flavor of bell peppers. It's just like, nah.
Look, on the one hand, I get it, but on the other hand, like they're good. They're good.
Would you put? Okay, here's the thing. I put peppers in A instead of S, so I request that you do the same for bell peppers. If
Okay,
you were gonna put them in S.
I wasn't, but I'll
Oh,
put
where
them.
were you gonna put them?
Well, I was gonna put them in A.
Okay, well, we'll lower in A then. I'll accept that.
All right,
I think
jalapenos.
there's a good taste, and I just didn't never acquired the taste.
Hmm, no, that's fair. Now jalapenos.
Love them.
I cannot stand them.
That's again, it's like it's a spicy food, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you're obviously not going to like jalapenos if you don't like spicy foods, but like if you like spicy foods, then jalapenos are kind of like they're probably one of the most solid in terms of what's it called? Medium grade spice.
Mm.
They're like they're not burn your pants off spice, but they're like also not like the like weak spice. So I think B tier is a good and acceptable compromise, don't you?
Sure, I'll put them right above eggplant.
Is that not bell peppers? What is that? If not bell pepper.
Isn't that ghost pepper?
If it is ghost pepper, then I'm putting that in like D tier because that's just too much. But I don't think it is. Doesn't look like it.
I don't know what it is then. NA then.
Yeah, I think that's like the only real place for it.
All right, spinach.
Spinach is like S tier.
Hmm, I can agree with that.
I don't think we're gonna
Bottom
fight
of
too
S tier
hard
though.
on it. That's fair.
Mm-hmm. All right, I don't recognize this one.
I think that's yam. No, that's tapioca.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's either yam or tapioca, one of the two.
Hmm. No, yams are sweet potatoes.
Are they? I
Yeah,
thought there were two different things. Is it literally just a regional difference?
I think. This doesn't look like yams to me.
It's probably tapioca then.
Not super fun tapioca, if I'm being honest. Not on its own.
Nah.
I want to say C tier, maybe D.
Yeah, I can live with that.
I'll put them in high D.
Yeah.
Red apples. We're on to the fruits now.
Apples are a pretty high tier, but are they the best fruit?
Well, I will
I
say, well, we'll save potato tier for the best fruits.
Yes, obviously.
Red apples are good, but I think the second one is golden delicious, which
You're
are
right.
S tier, easy.
Golden Delicious as S tier, red apples are A tier. I don't mind a Fuji as well.
I
Are
think
those even on this list?
no, I'm not sure if the second apples are golden delicious or Fuji. No, I think they're golden delicious.
They are Golden Delicious. Fuji apples are red, aren't they?
Yeah, and yeah, the red apples we got are red apples. But I'm putting golden delicious at the top of S tier because that's where it belongs.
Yes.
Red apples I'll put high A, right below arugula. Green apples I think would go right below red apples. What do you think?
I can agree with that.
Pears.
Pears are really solid, but they're also very variable.
Probably a good B tier.
I think so. I can agree with that, yeah.
Acai berries.
I've never had just acai berries on their own.
Yeah, they're always an additive to something else. They're
Right.
Good. They're good.
They're good, but like
I don't know how they're on their
not
own.
really a standalone.
Well, we could treat it as something how it works to enhance something else's flavor.
That's true, yeah.
And
I wouldn't go higher than A tier though. Maybe B tier. I think high B is good because that's where we put most of the enhancers.
Yeah, I'll put it right above the pears. Sweet cherries.
I love cherries. Sweet cherries specifically.
Sweet cherries are
I
good.
hate sour cherries.
Sour cherries are a lot worse. Sweet cherries, I think, are A tier.
I really don't like sour in general as a flavor. Sour is up there with bitter for me. Is like
Yeah.
this is an evolutionary anti-poison. This is like evolutionarily. This is literally supposed to signify poison.
So that was same with spicy though.
The difference is spicy is a representation of our victory over our baser instincts, whereas sour and bitter just don't taste as good.
Sure, Jan.
Why you gotta do me dirty like that?
I'm just messing with you, Fuzzy. All right. So sweet cherries. Where in A tier do you think we need to start differentiating a lot more?
I think that's for the end, but I do think I like cherries more than apples in general.
Okay, so high A above the apples.
Yeah, because like apples are like good, but like apples are like the vanilla of the fruit world.
Yeah. Sour cherries, on the other hand, those are C tier.
Hate them. Garbage. Just get rid of them.
They're not irredeemably awful, but they're not good. Plums.
I can jive with a plum. It's just like never my priority.
Yeah, I'd say low B tier. Bottom of the B. Mangoes are pretty basic, honestly.
They are, but so are apples, and in the same way, mangoes are delicious.
True.
Basic isn't bad. Basic just isn't exceptional.
I'd say low A on mangoes, though. I prefer apples by quite a bit.
I am the opposite because, like, I would put them on par with each other because it comes down to taste.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. Dates, on the other hand, are a bit more tricky.
You know what's interesting?
Yeah.
Uh, most people eat the dried dates, which are what are shown here.
Oh, have you had moist dates?
Fresh dates are so different as to be a different fruit. They're a different fruit entirely. Fresh dates are kind of like they have a weird mouth. They like leave a bit of a weird mouth feel, but they taste much better. They're like between a pear and a fig.
Interesting.
Yeah, like they're very crunchy as well. Like you bite into them, they've got like the crunch of like a some sort of berry, but basically, fresh dates are an entirely different beast, and I can understand why they're not on this list. Because like most people just haven't had them. Fresh dates, you can basically only have them if you've lived in the Middle East at any point. And my dad had a job there years ago when I was a wee lad, so I have had the opportunity to sample them, and they are delicious. But like,
very much.
But yes, regular dates are just like I think. I don't know. How do you feel about them? I feel like I might be a bit biased here. So what?
I think
what are
they're
your
okay, but like, I don't know. They have an odd mouthfeel to them, you know, odd texture.
Yeah, it's an entirely a consequence of the drying process. But yes, I totally understand where you're coming from there.
Mm-hmm. So where do we put it then?
B? Maybe C?
I'd say high C.
High C.
High C.
High C, low B, yeah.
You put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. I really don't like coconut, actually.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's something about just on its own. Coconut is just not as good as it is when it's like a supplement to something else. Not by a long shot.
Have you, like, where do you get your coconut, though?
Well,
Like,
I live in California, so I'm pretty sure we get it directly from Hawaii. As an import. Why?
as an import, yeah. Okay, so I have had the pleasure of having coconuts fresh off the tree. Delicious.
I mean, I've been to Hawaii and I've had coconut from Hawaii, so.
Okay, yeah, but I like. Okay, here's the thing. I really like the coconut milk as well. You have to consider that.
Coconut milk is decent, but the coconut flavor itself, I think, is a pretty mid on its own.
I don't necessarily agree, but I can see where you're coming from. I think I will compromise with, like, what were you planning on putting it in?
Like, low C.
I can accept a B tier, because I would put it in A, personally.
Alright, I'll put it in mid B tier, right below pumpkins.
It's perfectly acceptable as far as I'm concerned.
Alright, apricots.
I really like dried apricots. I don't think I've ever had fresh apricots, funnily enough. They're also what Pokeballs are made of.
So, wait, what's the one next to it then?
Those are peaches.
Peaches, that's what I was thinking of. Why was my mind blanking on fucking peaches, of all things?
So, how do you feel about apricots then?
Not really the biggest fan of apricots, if I'm being honest.
I really like dried apricots. Like they're like incredible.
They're alright.
I will then defer to your judgment.
I'd say low B.
Okay, it's fair. More
I'd
than
put them
fair.
above plums, though, for sure. And leeks. Peaches.
That I really like peach flavored things, but I don't really jive with raw peaches.
I am of the same opinion, honestly. Peaches on their own
I
are not
think
that great, but peach flavoring or peach juice mixed with other juices works really nicely. I don't know what it is. It's just something about it, you know?
yeah, no, I completely understand where you're coming from.
So what do you think? Like C tier?
If you're considering just the fruit, then yes.
Yeah.
If we are considering the flavor, then I think it deserves a spot in like IB, honestly.
No, that's fair. I'd say we'll put it below the pears then. Because pear can at least stand on its own fairly well.
Yes, that's true.
Lychee.
Lychees, but yes.
Lychee, yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah,
Have
they
you
are
had them
pretty good.
before?
I have. Well, not on their own, but I've had
Like,
lychee flavor.
it's honestly, you know what's funny? You know how fruit flavors never quite taste like the fruit that they're based on?
E.
I believe lychees are kind of an exception to that.
Huh. Interesting.
I like, I'm pretty sure lychees are the closest you get in terms of fruit that is also a commonly found flavor.
Interesting.
Like lychee flavored things taste almost exactly like real raw lychees,
I see.
which is one of those funny things that you don't really think about, but it is a thing.
I still think lychee are really good though. Probably like an
They
A.
are. They're like A-tier minimum.
Yeah, I'd say mid A tier.
Okay, yeah, accept that.
Like right above soybeans. I have never had nectarine before.
Again, it's nectarines are just like they literally are just peaches. Because I really like the nectarine flavored things. Don't really like the fruit by itself.
So should I put it like a little bit below the peaches then?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'll put a few bits below. Blueberries. Good old blubberries.
Berries in general are mostly really good.
Yeah, I'd say blueberries would be a pretty high A tier.
I cannot think of a reason to disagree.
I'd say I put them right above cherries, honestly.
I would agree with you, actually. If I really think about it, I do think I like cherries more. Or like blueberries more than cherries.
Yeah. Now, which do you think is better, the red grapes or green grapes?
They have their time and place. Green grapes have more variance. I do like green grapes more, I think. Just because, like...
I can agree with that, honestly. So, what do you think should... where do you think I should put both of them, then?
I think red grapes are, wherever they are, they're lower than green grapes, personally.
But which tier do you think I should put them both in?
A, I guess?
A's good. You think I should put them above or below lychee?
I do think they're worse than lychees.
Okay. I'll put them right next to each other in A tier, then. A little bit, just below lychee. This is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Bananas are S tier.
I think Bananas are potato tier.
You know what? You're goddamn right. Above or below the carrots, though?
I eat bananas more than I eat carrots.
Oh, that clinches it.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I think carrots are even below tomatoes simply because of the commonality of their use.
Mm.
Like I eat like bananas every day. I eat garlic and potatoes basically every day. There is one dish in the fridge that has garlic and potatoes in them.
I mean,
Tomatoes as well.
garlic and potatoes also just have so many uses and so many dishes they work.
Yeah, they're everywhere, right? That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't recognize this one.
I do, but I'm blanking on the name.
Is
at
it
the
passion
moment.
fruits?
I think it might be. I don't. I've never really had. I've had the passion fruit flavored things, but I've never really had passion fruit.
Well, I'm gonna do a Google image search on my phone real quick. Because
Good
I
idea.
am very curious. Because I know there's a few fruit that aren't named here because reasons.
It's either because they don't fit or because the creator thought that it would be
Yeah, that's passion fruit. That
too
is passion
obvious.
fruit.
Yeah, I've passion fruit is another one of those things where I've had passion fruit flavored things, but I've never had like passion fruit proper.
Have you ever had Pog? Passion fruit orange
I'm
guava.
sorry. Oh yes, I have. I was like, are we getting it deep into the Twitch culture here? Like, what are you
Nah,
talking about?
Pog juice. That the good shit. But yeah, passion fruit's pretty good, honestly. I don't know if I'd put it in A or B tier, but it's still pretty good. What do you think, Fuzzy?
I
Probably B tier, right?
I've
Because
only really experienced it in those like juiced forms, so
so right next to side berries, basically.
I think so. Yeah,
Hmm. No, that's reasonable. I don't recognize this one. I know this is berries though.
those are blackberries, aren't they?
Oh, that
No,
makes
no,
sense.
no. The
No,
blackberries
blackberries are
are purple.
lower. We already got
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
blackberries.
What berries are those? They look like blueberries, but they're
They
not.
do. Yeah. I'm gonna put them in NA for now then.
Yeah, I have no idea what those could be.
Guava's good.
Guava is like easily S tier.
Hmm. Can't gainsay on that. I think this is dragon fruit.
I have never had dragon fruit, but I've heard that it's basically like very bland.
Ironically enough.
Yeah, it's like, or rather than bland, I think a more appropriate word would be mild.
Which, again, hilarious.
Yes.
Dragon
Dragon
fruit's...
Britain,
Yeah.
typically not known for that.
C tier then. Let's put it below dates. Because at least dates have flavor. Oh, elderberry. I thought that said
I've
fiddlerberry for a
never
second.
had them.
Neither have I. An A tier then.
Yeah.
Kiwi.
I'm not a fan.
Kiwis
like
are
very
alright.
They're like very sour.
Kiwis
Like
only
too much
really
so for my taste.
Kiwis really only work in my opinion when they're paired with something else, like strawberry kiwi for instance. That's
I
when
thought
they're...
you were gonna say when they're from New Zealand.
God damn it. Yeah, no,
Which is that is one of the stupidest quirks of the English language. Why would we name two completely separate things the same thing?
why the fuck
Why are
not?
why are kiwis both a fruit and a bird?
I don't know, turkey's both a country and a bird for some reason, so...
Well, turkey, like, you know what's? Oh, I is relevant to that conversation. Canada has formally in our news media adopted like the proper name for turkey.
Oh, Turkey, right?
Yes, yes, we do. We actually put that in all of our news media now.
Yeah, I've been seeing that pop up more and more in the news overall. But yeah.
Yeah, because that's like, yeah, because like, yeah, Turkish people are understandably like, we don't want to be associated with the American like death bird.
Mm.
Also, I still find it incredible that kiwis lay an egg that is nearly the size of their whole body.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, like that's like, god damn.
Alright, but kiwis itself, C tier.
Yes.
Put it, we'll put it right below the tomatoes. Right below the tomates. Papaya. Do you have any fondness for papaya, Fuzzy?
I really like papaya.
Nice.
Very good. It's a great standalone, but you can totally have it with other things as well.
That's good.
I wouldn't put it in S tier though. It does have some weird like textural and like aftertaste things going on.
So
So
probably B tier then.
A tier. I wouldn't put it in S tier, but A tier is acceptable.
Okay. I'll put it low A tier though.
Okay, yeah, that is acceptable to me.
Persimmons. I don't think I've had persimmons. Not on their own. I don't think I would recognize persimmon flavor if I was given it.
Yeah, I have no idea what they are.
Okay. What's this
Oh,
one?
I know what they are, but that's starfruit. Starfruit is incredibly sour, and I do not like sour.
You're not gonna
It's
like
also
the citrus stuff then, huh?
I like oranges and stuff. I like lemon and lime because lemon and lime aren't just sour; they actually have flavor associated with them. Starfruit is just sour.
Not wrong there. Where do you so D tier then? Or C?
I think D, personally.
Okay, I'll put it high.
I'm a
D
good
then.
dude. That's definitely what I.
Okay. Oh, raspberries.
Okay, be straight with me. Are raspberries not just children's cough syrup flavor? They're also Dr. Pepper flavor. Because I maintain to this day that Dr. Pepper is majority raspberry.
You're entitled to that.
Do you agree?
I don't disagree. Raspberry is a really good flavoring though. The raspberries on the own are pretty good.
It's a good flavoring, and I like the jam occasionally as
Oh,
well.
raspberry jam is absolutely delicious. It slaps. I think raspberries are S tier, honestly. The flavor is really good.
I think the flavor is good. I just do not like the. Well, I don't know. It's just not my bag for the most part.
So maybe
I can
A tier
understand
then?
why. I think I couldn't put them in A tier because the flavoring is, to me, the flavoring is very hit or miss. Because Dr. Pepper flavor, it is also
I get that.
but yeah,
Blackberries. Probably my least favorite kind of berry that I normally eat.
blackberries are very good in flavoring form. I do not like the texture of plain blackberries. Biscuit, wait a bit. We're almost done. I don't like the texture of plain blackberries.
Hey, Biscuit. Yeah, I don't really like the texture of them at all. I'd say C tier.
I believe we're gonna have to leave it here because I kind of have a hard stop now because my mom's back home and I need to
Take care of
do
that
household
Doge.
duties. Take care of Doge and also just do household stuff. I don't know if I mentioned this, but my dad's out of town.
Oh, okay.
It's the work of 3 people is now
Work of 2. Oh, that's fun.
handled by 2, so
Good
it's a
luck.
50% increase. But
Well,
yeah,
well,
you
thanks
can.
everyone for watching, and we'll try to wrap this up next time we do a tier list thing. So maybe
We'll
right
just
after we're done with the Himbo tier list next week.
yeah, like just as a
Little epilogue.
short little epilogue. Yes. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.
Later.